All right, so now it's time to put into practice everything that you've learned over the last couple of hours. So in this challenge, I want you to create a database for a fictional pizza business called Papa Bob's Pizzas. And we're just going to create an order entry system. It's going to be very bare bones. There's going to be no user interface. We're just creating the database, and we're going to write insert statements to create records that indicate the order and the order items and the customer information and so on. You should have two files that you can download from wherever you're currently watching this video or wherever you originally downloaded it from. There should be a SQL 2016-024.txt and then a Papa Bob's diagram.png. So I have both of those open. Let's take a look at the instructions real quick. And you should use your imagination. If there's something that I haven't quite explained well, it's probably not critical, so just make something up. Okay. So first of all, I want you to create a new database called Papa Bob's. Then I want you to use the diagram that you see here to create the various tables, the columns in those tables, these data types, whether or not to allow nulls, their relationships, and you can tell I've kept it simple by keeping all the relationships primary foreign key names the same. So in other words, if you see an order status ID in this table, it's related to this table based on its order status ID, right? So I didn't do anything out of the ordinary, anything that we haven't talked about so far. So you can see there's a number of different tables. You're going to wind up using these tables like order status here at the top and over here on the right, sizes and crusts. You're going to add some lookup data. So the different sizes, obviously small, medium, large, the different crusts. You're going to create thick and thin crust. The different order statuses, we're just going to create an open status and a closed status, something as simple as that, and then we're going to relate them to orders and order items and so on. And so let me tell you where you can find that information. Let me close this down. That's in step number 3. In the following tables, add these lookup values. So here are the records I want you to create in the crusts, sizes, and order statuses tables. All right, and then what you're going to do is look at this order and add both customer and order information into the database. So here we go. Clark Kent, here's his address, phone number, and then he's ordering 2 large thin crust pizzas with cheese, sausage, and mushrooms. They're $12 each. He'll have an open status on the order, and it was ordered today at 7 p.m., whatever today is for you when you're watching this. Bruce Wayne ordered 1 pizza. Lois Lane ordered a pizza. All right, so there's data going to go in multiple tables to make each of these actually work, right? And so once you enter these orders into the system using insert statements, then I want you to use select statements to display all open orders. So that's step number 5. Just show me all of the orders that are open. Show me all of the orders, but sort them by the date time that they were ordered. All right. So I would expect to see Lois's first, and then let's see here. I would expect to see Bruce Wayne's last. And then I gave you 2 bonus ones, and I didn't cover the topic matter in these 2 bonus challenges, but I think if you did a simple search online and you did some experimentation, you'd be able to figure these out. And so I wanted to throw them in for you overachievers and see if you can figure these out. The first one is to just give me a simple count. How many pizzas were ordered today? And then the second one, in number 8, what was the total gross sales for today across all pizzas, across all orders? Okay? Can you do that? I think you can. You might have to use your friendly neighborhood search engine in order to help you determine how to use the count and the sum functions in T-SQL, but you can do that, and it will start you along this course of self-discovery of being able to search online and find answers to your problems in the documentation, through help articles, whatever the case might be, which is what you're going to probably wind up doing anyway after you watch this course. Let's just be honest. Okay, so I think that's all that you need to get started. Obviously, I'm going to provide the solution video. You'll want to watch that, only enough of that to get unstuck, and then continue on and struggle your way through all the steps involved here. And then at the very end, you can compare what you did versus what I did. I might use some shortcuts or do some things a little bit differently than I did in the past, which might be helpful from a learning perspective. So be sure to avail yourself of that. And then we'll have a final wrap-up video, talk about topics where we branch off from here, and we'll be complete 100% with this course. So this might take you an hour, maybe 2 hours. You might have to review some of the videos that we've already gone through. That's fine. Don't be opposed to that. That's how you learn. You're going to have to struggle and apply the things that we've already talked about. And if you didn't take careful notes, then you might have to go back and rewatch a few things. But you can do it. I know you can. All right, we'll see you in the follow-up video to this, the solution for the Papa Bob's challenge. See you there. Thanks.